Hi. Okay, so welcome. I'm glad you're here. I thought tonight we would have a little mellow practice. There's a lot of really strong energy right now. I wanted to share what I read this morning in my meditation book because it felt, I don't know, it feels sort of appropriate for what's going on right now. Open and receive the world. Through a physical yoga practice, we cultivate openness in our bodies. It is equally important to cultivate openness in our minds and our hearts. I think now more than ever. But how do we create this openness off the mat? To open is to soften the barriers we put up between ourselves and the world. Opening can be a physical sensation like the relaxing of a muscle or loosening of a tight jaw. Opening can be the easing of our defenses, enabling us, for example, to hear what others have to say even when it is unfamiliar or in disagreement with what we think and believe. Opening invites us to connect more deeply with the world around us. When we open, we receive the world, and we are received by the world. So, I don't know. Hi, Allie. I think it's important. I don't know. I felt that just really touched me today. You know, this idea of openness, this idea of listening to things that maybe we're not comfortable with, that make us, have that weird feeling inside. And as yogis, we practice a lot of openness in our bodies. Is what we do a lot in our practice. But are we practicing that off the mat? So, I don't know. I just thought that might be a nice seed thought as we move through our practice tonight. We'll see. Okay, so you'll need a couple of blankets. I would say 2 blankets or towels, whatever you've got. You could even use a couch pillow, like, a throw pillow would work, and a strap or a strap-like device. Tonight will be very useful. So go ahead and locate those things for our practice. We're actually going to practice on the floor tonight. I've been doing some additional working out and I'm feeling a little stiff. So, all right. So we're going to start on our backs with our knees bent. So go ahead and make yourselves comfortable. And we're going to start by coming into the breath, right? So just, if you roll the shoulders out, all right, and bring the palms up. Relax the back for a moment and just start with some nice deep diaphragmatic breathing. So if it's available, you want to inhale through the nose. You want to bring it down into the belly and exhale everything. Starting with that simple, accessible breath. And as you exhale, begin to feel some of that tightness, maybe some of that heaviness, some of that energy that exists right now to just sort of roll off your body into the earth. Nice deep breathing, right? As you exhale everything and just let go, right? Whatever it is, let it go. I feel like we're holding a lot of energy right now. Next time you inhale, see if you can bring it from the belly up into the rib cage, starting to slowly expand and deepen the breath. Feel the ribs push back against the earth. Feel them expand out to the side. Again, as you exhale everything and allow the grip to fall out of your body with the exhale into the earth. Jaws relaxed, throat is relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. Next time you inhale, see if you can bring it from the belly, through the rib cage, into the upper chest. Nice, deep, full breaths. If it's available, right? Feel your body relax with the exhale. Feel a connection to the earth. Begin to feel your bones on the earth. The spine, the upper spine, mid-spine, low spine. The back of the hip bones. And then go ahead and extend the legs one at a time and feel the legs connected to the earth. Feel the heels on the earth. Calves, thighs. Nice. And let's float the arms up overhead. Keep them on the earth. Go ahead and cross the right ankle over the left. Grab onto the right wrist and just gently push the right foot away, at the same time gently pulling the right arm. So stretching into the right side of the body as we curl a little bit to the left. And again, just doing this as much as feels appropriate and comfortable for you in this moment. Nice. Gently release the hands, uncross the leg, come back to center, pause for a moment, noticing if that had an effect on your body. Cross the left ankle over the right, grab onto the left wrist, gently stretch into the left side of the body, curling over to the right slightly. Nice, stretch and breathe. Beautiful. Let go of the hand, release the hands, uncross the leg, and just pause here for a moment. Reach the fingertips towards the wall behind you and push the toes away from center. So just a nice long stretch through the center of the body. Push the heels away from center, focusing that stretch a little bit onto the back. Again, toes away from center. Deep breaths here. Heels away from center. Nice. Relax everything. Soften the elbows a little bit and breathe. Super. Let's open up the chest a little bit. So go ahead and roll over onto the right side of the body. If you want to use a pillow to support your head or one of those towels or blankets, that's great. Bend the knees. Right, so they're right in front of you as if you were sitting in a chair. Right hand comes on top. Nice. Inhale the right arm up and over. Follow with the eyes. Follow the right fingertips with the eyes. Exhale, hands together. Again, inhale up and over. I like to bring my hand slightly higher than the shoulder. So there's this nice open reach. As you do this again, reach the fingertips away from center, reaching towards the sky, reaching behind you. On the inhale, same thing on the exhale. Reach towards the sky and then reach towards the hand. 2 more times, up and over. Nice, beautiful. Last time, as we come up and over, leave the right hand on the earth, right arm on the earth, bring the head into a comfortable position, whatever that means, and just breathe. Surrendering into this moment, like right here, right now. Can you let the right arm get a little heavier? Maybe there's a feeling of openness in the right side of the chest, in front of the right shoulder. Breathe. All right, lovely. Let's do the other side. So roll the palms down so they're connected to the earth. Go ahead and bring the knees up through center, and let's roll over onto the left side. Again, bending the knees. Left hand comes on top of the right. Inhale, left arm up and over. Nice sweeping motion. Beautiful. Exhale the hands together. Eyes follow the fingertips. Again, inhaling up and over. Now start to reach the fingertips away from the body as you go. Reach towards the sky. Reach behind you. Again, I like to bring my hand slightly higher than my shoulder. As you exhale, continue reaching the fingertips towards the sky and then towards your right hand. Nice. Again, up and over. Beautiful. Let's do this 2 more times. Exhale. Nice. This time as we come up and over, we're going to leave the left arm on the earth. All right? You're going to bring the head into a comfortable position, whatever that means. And you're going to let that left arm get heavy and breathe. Maybe feeling a little stretch in the front of the left shoulder, top of the left side of the chest. See if you can relax the jaw, soften the eyes. Always nice to be able to do your practice with your eyes closed if that's possible. I think the experience of doing it at home is a little bit different. But it's nice to internalize the practice. Go ahead and roll the palms over. Bring the knees back up to center, feet on the earth. Center your body. Roll the palms back up and just pause here for a moment. Let the back get heavy. Upper back, mid back, low back. Nice. And breathe. Super. Let's bring the knees into the chest and just rock it out a little side to side. All right, we'll come back to center and go ahead and locate your blankets, your bolster, your block, whatever it is that you have. We're going to do a supported bridge pose. All right, so deciding on how high you want to be. Today I'm actually going to use 2 of the blankets, right? So it kind of just depends on where you're at. If you have a yoga block, this is an appropriate place to use a yoga block. But again, you can use some blankets, some towels, or even a firm pillow. So with the feet about shoulder distance apart, right? And when you lay your arms down next to your body, your heels might graze your fingertips, okay? That might be a little close for the knees, so you might want to walk them away just a tad, right? But from here, what we're going to do is we're going to inhale the booty up, and we're going to bring those blankets, bolster, pillow, whatever it is that you've got, underneath and come on down. All right. Nice. Okay, so now roll the shoulder blades together and down. So what this is going to do is it's going to open up the chest, right? It's going to roll those shoulders out. Palms will come up. And then you might be able to walk the feet a little closer to the torso. So the knee is slightly hyperextended, but there's no weight on it. From here, gently tune into the back of your neck, right? Like the base of your skull. So I find if I tuck my chin a tad, it feels comfortable. You decide what works best for you. Take a moment to figure that out. All right, push into the feet a little bit just to feel the earth, feel that connection, maybe activate the legs a touch. And then just relax into this pose and breathe. Relax the face, the jaw, the mouth, the tongue, the lips. Imagine that your organs are sliding away from the position that they're always in. So again, we talked a little bit about creating some openness, right? Creating some softness, some acceptance, some, the ability to hear, to listen. Maybe even to find some compassion, right? There's so much going on and there's so many strong feelings right now out there in the world. Nice. All right, gently allow the shoulder blades to come apart. So palms roll down, Connect your hands to the earth. All right? And then from here, we're going to lift one leg and then the other up towards the sky. So if you found that you've come up too high and you're not comfortable with this, you could take one of those blankets off. All right? But if this feels okay, bring the feet about hip width apart and let's point and flex the toes. All right? So pointing and flexing. And just feel, so, you know, we're allowing the energy to change, right? The blood flow. We're asking the heart to work a little harder. Gently circle the ankles around in one direction. Breathing as you go. And then circle in the opposite direction. Nice. And then we'll stop circling and just breathe into this for a moment. So breathing into that feeling of the energy rolling up the legs into the ankles, into the feet. And then just take a moment to appreciate your feet and all that they do. Gently allow the legs to drop to opposite sides from here. So sometimes I find it useful to take my hands inside my thighs and increase this stretch a little bit. Not so much today. So breathe into it. If this feels uncomfortable, bend the knees, right? The legs are really heavy. You've got very heavy bones in your legs, your femur, your tibia. So it might just be a little bit much, so you could just bend the knees. You'll still get the inner thigh stretch, but it won't be quite as intense. A couple more breaths here. Make sure the palms are connected to the earth. Let's lift the legs up. And then allow them to come apart. Nice. And up and out. We'll just do this a couple times. Nice and slow, right? Using the muscles in your legs and the core a little bit, right? You can feel your belly involved here. Nice and slow. You could point or flex the feet, whichever feels most comfortable. Let's do 3 more times. So that's 3, 2. Nice. Last one. We're going to end with the feet towards the sky. Go ahead and bend the knees. Let's release one leg and then the other down towards the earth. So feet are on the mat. Bring the arms a little bit closer and let's extend one leg and then the other. It might feel good to roll those shoulder blades together and down again. Roll the palms up, shoulders roll out. So this nice little sort of bow shape of the body, breathing into this. Maybe there's a little stretch along the front of the body. Keeping the legs sort of activated so they don't roll out, right? Toes are pointed towards the wall at your feet. Or you could point them towards the ceiling, but as long as the legs are activated, right? All right, let's bend one knee and then the other. Pause here for a moment. Allow the shoulder blades to come apart. Inhale the booty up. Take the blankets out. Go ahead and place them over by the right hip for now. And slowly come on down. Nice, beautiful. And just pause here for a moment. Let's bring the arms out to the side like a T. Go ahead and bring the feet sole to sole and allow the knees to drop to opposite sides and breathe here for a moment. And as you breathe here, maybe you start to notice the curve in the spine. Like, where is the spine touching the earth and where is it not? There's no right or wrong answer. Is there any place where you could soften a little more? The shoulders, the palms, the midsection, the belly, mid-back. Can you let the legs get a little heavier? Nice. All right, go ahead and bring the arms a little bit closer. Roll the palms down. Bring the knees up to center. Walk the feet apart from each other Allow the knees to drop together and breathe here for a moment. Again, taking a moment to notice your spine's connection to the earth. Like, is it different than when you're in Baddha Konasana? Probably. The body's amazing, right? So, okay, we'll take the knees about hip distance apart. Go ahead and locate your strap or strap-like device, whatever it is that you got. Go ahead and locate that. All right. We have those blankets or pillows over to the right side, right? So we're going to start with the right leg. We're going to bring the right knee in. We're going to place the strap around the ball of the right foot. We're going to slowly straighten the right leg, leading with the heel. All right? So nice and straight, leading with the heel, and just breathe into this for a moment. And as you pause here in this first, in our first movement here, notice if the glutes are on the earth. Right? So if you're trying to overstretch the leg more than it's willing to stretch right now, you might feel that right glute sort of roll up. So let the right glute stay heavy. And maybe what happens is you sort of bend the leg and straighten, right? Like do that a couple of times as you ease into your greatest area of resistance, right? Like ease into the furthest point that feels comfortable, and then breathe here for a moment. So make sure that the hands are kind, receptive, right? The shoulders are on the earth. We're not forcing the leg to do anything it doesn't want to do. Just trying to get just a stretch all the way from the Achilles through the calf, the back of the knee. Knee is straight, hamstring, even into the glutes a little bit. Breathing here, nice deep breaths. If you feel like your low back is comfortable, you could try straightening your left leg here on the earth. For me, that doesn't quite feel safe, so I'm going to keep the left knee bent. But some of you might like to straighten the left leg. So you decide what works best for you. And if you're not sure, I always say try it, right? Like straighten the leg, and then you can bend the knee if it doesn't feel good on the low back. All right. Nice. Okay. So now you've got those blankets stacked up on the right side. Go ahead and drop that right leg out to the right. All right, onto that stack of blankets. And you can just move those blankets however you need them so that you can release that strap out of the right hand. Nice. And then we're going to make sure the glute's on the earth. Drop the left knee out to the left, and then start to straighten the left leg. So you might start to feel, a little bit of a stretch in the front of the left hip. Okay. I find it useful to take my hand and just drop it onto that left hip, right? There's just a little bit of weight there, kind of helps increase the sense of safety, right? Like I'm not forcing my body to do anything, but I'm just increasing the sense of safety by closing that energetic circle and laying hands on my body. Breathing here. Nice. Relax the jaw, the face, the head. Close your eyes and surrender the left leg to the earth. Just let go. Deep breathing. Completely relax. Like where's the grip? Where's the tension? Where can you surrender a little more? Where can we be more receptive, more open? More trusting, right? Like here's my feeling. Everything's going to be okay. It's uncomfortable right now, right, in the universe, but it's going to be okay. Time is a funny thing, right? And, I don't know, it all feels very immediate and intense right now. That'll pass. Nice. Okay. Inhale that right leg up towards the sky. Exhale all the way across the body. Right arm can stay behind. Head in a comfortable position, whatever that means for you. And breathe. Nice deep breaths here. Jaws relaxed. Again, taking a moment to notice the connection to earth, right? Like, are you rolled over a little bit onto the outside of that left leg? A little bit onto the left side of the rib cage. Just noticing these things, right? Becoming curious, interested. Nice. Go ahead and inhale that right leg back up towards the sky. Take the strap off. Shake the right leg out a little bit. And then release the right leg down onto the earth. Allow the toes to be comfortable. Arms down. Palms are up. And breathe. So breathing into that right leg, like, does it feel a little longer, a little more spacious, a little less grippy, right? Nice. All right, let's bend one knee and then the other. Pausing here for a moment. Take your blankets, right, your bolster, your block, whatever it is that you have, and go ahead and move it over to the right side, right hip, outside the right hip. All right? Nice. We'll the left hip. Sorry guys. Go ahead and bring the left knee in. You knew what I meant, right? Place the strap around the ball of the left foot. It's funny because when you do it like this, it's on video forever, right? Go ahead and straighten the left leg, leading with the heel, and then breathe. And again, if you're like, I'm a little tight right now, right? Because I've been working out with weights. So I'm going to take a little time to get into like the largest extension that I can find with that leg. And it's just going to take a little bit to get there. And then I'm going to hang out and breathe. Again, I like to keep my leg as straight as possible, leading with the heel, so the stretch is all the way from the Achilles, the calf, the back of the knee, the hamstring, the glute, and breathe. Hands are kind and relaxed, jaws relaxed, shoulders are on the earth. If we're using a strap to gently increase the stretch, make sure that gently is the operative word here. We don't want to force it. We don't want to injure ourselves. We want to make sure that left glute is heavy on the earth. It's not rolling up. And breathe. Nice. Nice deep breaths here. Again, if it becomes intense, you can always bend the knee. That will release the stretch in the leg. All right, beautiful. Go ahead and drop that leg out to the left on top of your bolsters, whatever it is that you've created. All right, making sure that it's completely supported to the point where you can release the strap down. Drop the right knee out to the right a little bit, or a lot, and then start to straighten the right leg, bringing the right leg onto the earth. Nice, and breathe into this. So again, I like to take my right hand and just place it on the front of that right hip bone, just to feel a little safer, a little more comfortable, and encourage the right leg to surrender to the earth. We talk about this, right? Surrender is a lack of resistance. What we're seeing out in the universe right now is a lot of resistance, and that energy is really powerful, right? And it kind of permeates everything. And I think there's a time for resistance, right? I mean, I'm not saying it's not important. I think it's important. But I think it can be a little overwhelming too, right? So we try to find moments like this where we can surrender into our practice, surrender into our breath, surrender into the cells of our being, which are, I think inherently compassionate and good. Inhale the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale across the body. Left arm can stay behind. Head in a comfortable position and breathe. So again, the seed thought of, listening, right? Being open to the opinions of others, the experience of others. I think as yogis, we have an opportunity to bring some calm to the situation. Nice. Gently inhale the left leg back up towards the sky. Take the strap off. Go ahead and shake out that left leg a little bit. And go ahead and bring the left leg to the earth. So both legs are down, arms are down, palms are up. Roll the shoulders out consciously. And just breathe into the experience of this. Like, how does it feel? Does everything feel a little more open? Does it feel like that prana is flowing through the body? Rock the head a little side to side. Nice. And gently bring the head back to center. All right. Let's bring the arms up overhead in a comfortable, sustainable position. So maybe bend those elbows a little bit. So we come into sort of this victory or cactus pose with the elbows slightly higher than the shoulders on the earth. All right. We're going to bend the knees one at a time. We're going to bring the feet to the earth. And then we're going to walk the feet a little apart. Right? So I like to walk them at least mat distance apart. And then I like to bring them a little closer to the torso. So again, you need to do what's comfortable for you right now in this moment. Now, in this position, tune into the low back for a moment. All right? Zip up the low belly. As you zip up the low belly, you're going to feel that low back connect to the earth. So there's a slight tilting of the pelvis, not a lot, just enough to connect the low back. All right, so we can keep the low back safe. And then next time you exhale, let's exhale both knees to the left. You can allow the right hip to come up. And then as we inhale through center, we're going to zip up the low belly, push the low back onto the earth, exhale the knees to the right. The head can roll with the knees. Continue this movement with your breath. As we inhale through center, this is where our effort is. We inhale through center. We zip up the low belly, push the low back onto the earth. Then our exhale, grace and gravity, take the knees down to the opposite side. Roll the eyes with the knees. Nice. Maybe the feeling of tension comes into the hip socket. With the eyes closed, just feel that lovely, complete internal, complete external rotation, right? As we roll through this with the back on the earth, rolling over those bones, those lovely back pelvic bones, back hip bones, right? Just feel them connected to the earth. Nice. Next time you come down to the left, let's hang out here for a moment. Lift the head up and come onto the left ear. So completely coming over onto the left side of the head. All right, nice. Gently straighten the right arm, reaching towards the wall behind you. Oh, feels so good. Push the right knee down a little bit. And then if it feels okay, take that left hand, place it onto the right side of the rib basket and breathe into that. So again, this idea of letting go, surrendering a little bit, right? This is a time of resistance on our planet, but maybe when we're on the mat, we can let go of that resistance. There's a time and a place for everything. Nice. Breathing. Connecting into our breath, right? The prana, that life force. Soften the right elbow a little bit. Bring the left arm back up overhead. Gently inhale, knees and head center, and pause here and notice what's happened. How does the right side of the body feel? Next time you exhale, exhale both knees to the right. Roll the head over, pick the head up, come on to the right ear. Let everything get a little heavy here. Gently start to straighten the right arm, reaching towards the wall behind you. Left arm, reaching towards the wall behind you. Push the left knee down towards the earth. Take the right hand, go ahead and place it along the left side of the rib cage or onto the heart. And tune in. Tune into your heartbeat, tune into your breath. You tune into the essence of you. Nice, beautiful. Soften the left elbow. Bring the right arm back up overhead. Inhale the knees and head center and pause. Maybe take the feet a little closer together, about hip distance. Go ahead and bring the hands down onto the belly, rolling those shoulders forward, keeping the elbows bent. Go ahead and bring the feet sole to sole again. Let the knees drop out to the side. Go ahead and float the arms out to the side like a T, palms up. Breathing into this surrender pose for a moment. Right here, right now. Releasing any resistance. Resistance in the breath. In the body, in the mind, just let it go. Nice. Let's bring the arms a little closer to the body. Go ahead and bring those knees up to center. Take the feet apart a little bit. Pause here for a moment. All right. Bring the knees into the chest. So rock it out a little side to side. And then go ahead and roll it on up. Let's roll on up. How's everybody doing? You guys okay? Yeah, all right. Okay, so let's come on to our hands and knees for a moment. All right. So when we're on our hands and knees, it's nice to have some padding under the knees, not so much under the hands, right? We want to have the hands on a nice firm surface. We want to have the knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Let's do a little cat-cow. So rounding the back, dropping the head, maybe even pushing the hips back a little bit. And then arching the back, lifting the chin and chest between the shoulders. Breathe as you go. I like to inhale as I round. I like to exhale as I arch. You might be more comfortable doing the breath in the opposite way. You decide. There's no hard and fast rules. It's really about what feels useful and good. and easy, right? There should be a sense of ease right here in this pose. Sense of ease in cat and cow. Next time you round it, let's bring it into a barrel roll. So rolling out to the side, dropping the chin and chest to the earth and rolling on up. Close your eyes and feel the fluidity of your body, right? Feeling nice and fluid. Exhaling on the way down, inhaling on the way up. Beautiful. Next time you're in a rounded position, we're going to reverse our circle, going in the opposite direction. Feel the spine move in this sort of horizontal direction, right? We move our spine a lot vertically, not quite so much horizontally. Breathing, nice. Most of the weight is on the knees, doesn't have to be on the hands. All right, gently coming back to center, take the knees apart a little bit, bring the feet a little closer together, and let's come into child's pose and breathe. So booty comes down onto the heels, right? Then belly comes down, then forehead to the floor. Nice, nice deep breathing here. Just relax, let it all go. This idea of surrender. Relax the jaw, the mouth, the tongue, the lips. All right? Super. All right, we're going to come back to center. I'm going to open up the chest again a little bit. So, knees under the hips. Hands are underneath the shoulders. All right, we're going to straighten the left leg, and then we're going to roll into the inside of the left foot. So maybe the whole bottom of the left foot is on the earth or the inside of the left foot. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. So for me, it's okay to bring the bottom of my foot to the earth, but that might not work for your ankle. So you have to decide. And then we're going to lift the left arm up towards the sky. So we're sort of in this right hand under the shoulder. So we're sort of in this, it's kind of like a modified half moon pose, right? Breathing into this, and then we'll see, can we lift the left leg? Oh, nice, and breathe. Okay, so core is involved here a little bit, right? Anytime we're balancing, we have to get the core involved. If you're finding this really challenging, come down and take that right foot that's underneath and rotate it out a little bit, like way easier, okay? So when the feet are in line, it's going to be a little more challenging. If you rotate that right foot out, you've created a wider base. Does that make sense? Nice. Lower the left leg. Let's float the left arm overhead, stretching into the left side of the body. Lift the left side of the rib cage up a little bit. Beautiful. Drop the left hand down, roll that left knee over, and let's lift the left leg. Breathing here, drop the left foot, lift up again. Bend the left knee, and then just pump that left leg up a few times from the glute. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring that knee down. Straighten out the right leg, okay? Roll onto the inside of the right foot or the bottom of the right foot, okay? Go ahead and lift the right arm up towards the sky, opening the chest, and then maybe we lift the right leg up and we breathe. Holding here, nice deep breaths. Eyes are open. Again, feeling the core work a little bit in that balance pose. Nice, beautiful. Hold. Great. Drop the left foot gently down. All right, lift the left foot up. Right foot, sorry, I'm so sorry. Up. Usually I teach backwards, so lift up a couple more times. And then go ahead and drop that right foot down. Right arm comes over the body, reaching towards the wall, towards your head. Nice. Go ahead and bring the right hand down. Extend the right leg. Lift the right leg up and down, up and down. Let's do this 2 more times. Bend the right knee and pump that right leg straight up out of the glute. Right? Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring the right knee in. Let's take the knees apart a little bit, bring the big toes towards each other and come back into our child's pose and breathe. Nice, good job. Relax the jaw, right? Relax the face. Good job. All right, let's come back into our table pose for a moment, right? All right, let's bring the right foot forward. And let's just rock a few times, right? We've done some deep stretches in the legs. So just rocking on that left knee. Couple more times. And then drop the hips down. Walk the right foot forward enough so that your knee is right over your ankle. Go ahead and bring the torso up. Keep the hips dropped for a moment. Breathing here. Nice. And then let's lift the torso up. All right? Find something to focus on that's not moving. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. Drop the shoulders into the shoulder sockets. And then from here, very gently, maybe, we lift the eyes, we lift the chin, we lift the chest. We reach towards the sky. Is the face relaxed? Nice. Bring the eyes center, head, chin. Exhale the arms down behind the body. Beautiful. Interlace the fingers. Gently pull the fingers down. Breathing here. Again, maybe you lift the eyes, the face, the chin, the chest. If that feels safe, comfortable, appropriate. Nice. Head, eyes, chin back to center. Release the hands down. Bring the hands inside that right foot. Go ahead and bring the right knee back. Let's bring the left foot forward. And again, we're going to start with this rocking. All right, little rocking back, forward and back. Oh, feels good. Nice. Then settle in. Drop the hips down. Bring the torso up. Keep the hips dropped down and breathe. Nice. Go ahead and bring the torso back to center. All right. Again, we're going to focus on a drishti, something that's not moving. Find an object that's not moving. Inhale the arms up, shoulder distance apart. Drop the shoulders into the shoulder sockets. Find that balance. Lift the eyes, lift the chin, lift the chest, and reach. Nice, beautiful. Go ahead and gently float the eyes back to center. Bring the head and the chin with you. Next time you exhale, exhale the arms behind the body. Interlace the fingers. Interlace them with the awkward pinky on the bottom. Gently pull down. Again, maybe lift the eyes, the face, the chin, the chest. and breathe. Nice, beautiful. Chin back to center. Release the hands. Hands on the inside of the left foot. Go ahead and bring that left knee back. Let's bring it back into child's pose for a moment and breathe. Relax the jaw, right? The jaw, the mouth, the tongue, the lips. Let everything go for a moment. Okay, super. Go ahead and roll it on up. And let's just make our way into a seated position for a moment. We'll do a couple of forward folds before we come into our meditation. All right, so go ahead and bring the feet out in front of you. Shake the legs out a little. Nice. All right, breathing here. All right, let's flex the feet, point the toes towards the sky. So we talk about this a lot, right? This idea of sitting up nice and tall. Like that little thread that's just coming out of the crown of your head, lifting your spine up nice and tall. Inhale the arms up, shoulder distance apart. Hinge at the waist as you exhale and come forward. All right? Oh, yeah. And breathe. So nice deep breaths here. And what I find is, as I start to settle in, right, and I bring the belly towards the thighs, keep the chest lifted, maybe on the exhale, I can sink down a little more. And if I can't do that, maybe I can straighten the legs a little bit more and push the legs into the earth. Like whatever feels safe, appropriate, comfortable right now, do that. Nice. Now go ahead and drop the forehead, soften the knees. Go ahead and bring it on up. Nice. All right. So let's take our right leg and bring it in. This is why I get mixed up between right and left, because when I'm doing this, I like to be backwards from you guys so that you can see. Okay. So just gently push that right knee down. Right, so depending on your level of flexibility, your leg might be up here, and that's perfectly okay, right? But maybe there's just this gentle pushing down, right? So it's connected to the earth. We're going to just float that left leg out a tad. So there's a little bit of openness in the pelvic region, all right? And then we're going to pivot our torso towards that left knee a little bit, just a tad. Right? It doesn't have to be this great big huge twist. Just a little bit. All right, nice. Now, inhale the arms up, shoulder distance apart. Again, as we exhale, we're going to hinge from the waist, and we're going to come down. If the arms, if the hands don't come to the feet, just bring them to the legs, whatever works, and breathe. Again, I find that if I can have a sense of ease in the pose, I can push down into the leg a little bit, and maybe on my next exhale, I can come down just a scooch further, honoring where I am in this moment. Again, the energy that's out there right now is full of resistance, right? Which I think is probably appropriate, but it can be overwhelming, right? I don't know about you, but I'm sensitive to the energy. Go ahead and gently bring it up. Nice. And we'll switch legs. So, extend the right leg, left leg comes in. Again, that right leg is slightly up. Left leg comes down. All right? Sitting up nice and tall, starting from a tall position, gently lean towards the right, just a tad, a little tiny twist, right? Inhale the arms up, shoulder distance apart. Exhale over and breathe. So maybe through this practice we've been able to let go of some of the resistance. Maybe we've been able to open up, continued with our seed thought of the ability to listen, right? To hear what's being said, even if it makes us uncomfortable. Nobody has all the answers. Nice. Gently bring it on up. Go ahead and extend the left leg. So both legs, bring them in front of you, shake them out a little bit. All right, one more time. We'll inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over. And notice if maybe by doing this series, you've been able to come a little bit further than you could before. Sometimes the answer is no, and it doesn't, that's okay, right? Whatever it is okay. Breathing, nice. All right, go ahead and roll it on up and shake it out a little bit. All right, we're going to come onto our backs. We're going to come into our final meditation. So take a moment to get yourselves comfortable, right? Like whatever that means for you. I'm going to come back into our seed thought for a moment. So lying on your back, right? And if you want to prop yourselves up, if you want to have a pillow under the head or something under the legs, under the knees to have them bent a little bit, do whatever works for you. Take a moment to get comfortable, and I'll reread what we read at the beginning of class, and maybe there is a stronger sense of connection to it now. Open and receive the world. Through a physical yoga practice, we cultivate openness in our bodies. It is equally important to cultivate openness in our minds and our hearts. But how do we create this openness off the mat? To open is to soften the barriers we put up between ourselves and the world. Opening can be a physical sensation like the relaxing of muscles or the loosening of a tight jaw. Opening can be the easing of our defenses, enabling us, for example, to hear what others have to say, even when it is unfamiliar or in disagreement with what we think and believe. Opening invites us to connect more deeply with the world around us. When we open to receive the world, we are received by the world. So as we come into our meditation, allow yourself to feel that sense of openness in your heart center. And allow the body to soften into the earth, softening the feet, the ankles, the calves, the shins, the knees. Allow the thighs to soften, the buttocks, the hips, the belly softens. Imagine the internal organs are healthy and relaxed. Allow the spine to soften into the earth, feeling connected, held, supported. Allow the shoulder blades to soften. The rib basket softens slightly. And collarbones open, and the shoulders pour from the body. The arms get heavy. The wrists, the hands, the fingers soften. The back of the neck and the throat is a clear, open channel between your head and your heart. Allow the base of the skull to widen and soften. Relax the jaw, the mouth, the tongue, the lips, the cheeks. Allow the eyes to sink into the eye sockets. Forehead softens, crown chakra opens. So the entire body is completely at peace and relaxed. And imagine at your heart center, right in the center of your body, at your heart chakra, is a beautiful, tight little rosebud. And those green leaves are covering the flowers of the rose. And as you lie on the earth and the sun shines down on your body, imagine that there is a ray of light shining directly into this rosebud. And as this light energy hits the rosebud, it begins to open ever so slowly. And as the petals of the rose begin to open, its color is revealed to you. The softness of the petals are revealed to you. The scent is revealed to you. And as this light shines into the petals of the rose, like each little dark corner of the rose petal is filled with light, with warmth. And that sense of softening, opening, spreads throughout your body. And as we begin to soften and open, we begin to hear. We begin to find that sense of compassion. And as we allow that sense of compassion to fill our beings, we create a sense of light, a sense of well-being, in all of our cells. There's just this sense of well-being within. And when we take that out into the world, right, that's what we can project out into the world right now. Again, eventually it's going to be okay. It's just a little uncomfortable right now. And sometimes that discomfort is necessary for change. And then ever so gently, coming back into your bodies, right? Like so ever so gently, starting to deepen the breath a little bit, becoming aware of the floor beneath you, the walls that surround you, the ceiling above. Wiggling the fingers and toes, breathing a little deeper. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale everything. Again, let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale everything. And then ever so gently making your way up into a comfortable seated position for a moment. Allowing the palms to find each other in front of that heart center. Just ever so gently touching. Bowing our heads in grace and gratitude and humility. Know that we have the ability to project peace out into the world one breath at a time. Namaste. I thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Good idea to drink some water and be aware of, the energy that's out there and the fact that we, sometimes take that on ourselves. So, have a good one.